In this session, we will discuss about bacteriophages. Bacteriophages are viruses that infect bacteria. They were discovered independently by Frederick W. Todt in England in 1915 and by Felix T. Herrell at the Pasteur Institute in Paris in 1917. A little bit about how they were discovered. So Todt in 1915 he observed that bacterial colonies underwent lysis, that is, they dissolved and disappeared, and this lytic effect can be transmitted from colony to colony. So, when this culture media was passed through bacterial filter, even then also they could transmit the lytic effect to other bacterium. So, he understood that there is something filterable agent that is infecting this bacteria. And heating, he also observed that heating the filtrate destroyed the lytic property of that organism. So from this observation, Todt devised that the lytic agent is a virus. In 1917, D. Herrell rediscovered this phenomenon, and that is why this phenomenon is called Todt-D. Herrell phenomenon, and he coined the word bacteriophages to these viruses. Bacteriophages means bacteria eater. That word means bacteria eater. That is how they were discovered. Now, the general characteristics of bacteriophages. So, like all viruses, bacteriophages having nucleic acid and a protein coat. That is, they are having a nucleocapsid. Then they occur in different shapes. Some may have tail, and using this tail they infect the host cell. There are two types of bacterial viruses or bacteriophages, that is lytic or virulent phages and temperate or avirulent phages. In the case of lytic phages, at the end of their life cycle they will kill the host cell, that is, they will lyse the host cell, and they release the virions and they infect other bacteria. So at the end of the incubation period, the host cell will burst or it will lyse and it will release new phages. So this is called the lytic cycle. In the case of temperate phages or avirulent phages, they will establish a relationship with the host cell, that they will not kill the host cell. Instead, the viral nucleic acid is replicated along with the bacteria. As the bacteria replicate, this viral nucleic acid is also replicated, but under some certain circumstances this temperate phages can turn into lytic phages and they can lyse the cell, but in most of the cases they go hand in hand with the host cell. There are also some other type of phages like the filamentous phages. We already described about them in the Baltimore classification. They will leak out of the cell and they will not kill the host cells. Based on the morphology of the phages, they can be classified. Before that, we'll discuss about the morphology of the phages. So all the phages, as we told before, have nucleic acid and a core, that is a nucleic acid core and a protein coat or the capsid. This capsid is made up of subunit called capsomes, and the capsomes is made up of protein subunit called protomers. So there are 6 morphological types of bacteriophages. They are divided into A, B, C, D, E, F groups, and in the A group it is the complex type, and in the A group they are having a hexagonal head, a rigid tail, and surrounding the tail there is a contractile sheath, and from the end of the tail there are tail fibers. So this is group A. Example is T even phages. The next is group B. It is very similar to A, that is, they are having a hexagonal head, but they lack the contractile sheath in its tail. So since they lack this contractile sheath, the tail is flexible and they may or may not have the tail fibers. In the group C, they are also having hexagonal head, but their tail is shorter than their head. They are having shorter tails. This tail also does not have the contractile sheath, and they may or may not have tail fibers. In the case of group D, their head is made up of large capsules and they have no tail. In the case of group E, the head is made up of small capsules and they also have no tail. F is the filamentous type, filamentous phages. They are filamentous or they are helical in structure. There is another group called pleomorphic viruses. They were recently discovered, and they have no detectable capsid, but they are having a lipid containing envelope and they possess double stranded DNA. dsDNA has their genome. For example, is the MVL2 phage. Now we will discuss the structure of these phages. So in the case of T2, T4 and T6, they are called as T-even phages or T-even coliphages because they infect E. coli. Okay, they are said to have binary symmetry because they are having two symmetries together. Okay, their head resembles that of an icosahedral symmetry and their tail is helical. Their icosahedral head, it is elongated by two or more rows of hexamers in the middle, and they are containing the double stranded DNA genome inside that. Then there is a tail, and this tail is joined to the head by a collar, and surrounding the tail there is a sheath. Okay, and this tail is a hollow tube. Surrounding the hollow tube there is a sheath, and at the end of the tail there is a complex base plate. I'll show you the image. This is the image. So the head is icosahedron. Head is little bit elongated by two or more rows of hexamers, and then you can see the tail. The tail is a hollow tube. Surrounding the hollow tube there is a sheath, and connecting this tail and the head is a collar, and at the end of the tail there is a base plate, and these base plates are having tail pins, and from each of the corner of the base plate tail fibers arise. The sheath surrounding the hollow tube, that is this sheath surrounding the tail, is made up of 144 copies of a single protein, that is GP18, and they are arranged into 24 rings. So each ring will have 6 copies of the GP18 protein. And in the case of T-even phages, the base plate which we told is hexagonal, and at each of the ends of the hexagon there is a pin, that is called tail pins, and from each corner there arises a tail fiber. Okay, that is about T2 phages. Now the T1, T5 and the lambda phages, they are having sheathless tail and they lack the base plate, and also they terminate in rudimentary tail fibers. So that is the structure of T1, T5 and lambda phages. Here you can see the structure. There is a capsid and there is a tail. The tail is not having the sheath, and also there are no tail fibers, and there is no base plate. There is also an electron micrograph image of phages, I mean T7, T1 lambda phages. This is the micrograph image of T-even phages. The coliphages T3 and T7, they have short non-contractile tails without fibers. So these are the this is the structure of bacteriophages. Different bacteriophages are having different structures. So there is a binary symmetry, then there is there is bacteriophages without tails and also without the tail sheath. There is also another type of bacteriophages, that is filamentous phage. This is the filamentous phage or FT phage. Figure of the filamentous phage or FT phage. Here you can see the image of the T7 phages.